radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. I'm super excited to get into today's video because today we are doing a pick a card on what's going on in love over the next 2 weeks. So before I get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below. That is the only place I do private readings through. Be aware of fake Instagram accounts. I'll never DM you or anything asking if you need a read. My only Instagram is linked directly below. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon as well. It's in the description. I post my personal spells, collective spreads, and all sorts of stuff on there. And beyond that, we're just going to get right into it. So you can pick more than one pile and pause the video if you need to. But we have group 1 with the white stone, group 2 with the purplish blue stone, or sorry, purplish brown stone, group 3 with the red stone, and group 4 with the blue stone. So just take 3 deep mindful breaths, okay? Center yourself and your intuition and pick the pile or the piles you're being called to, and we're just gonna get started. All right, group 1 with the white stone, let's get right into it, okay? The next 2 weeks in love for you guys, what's going on, what's happening? So the first card we have that was under your stone is feminine energy. Wow, you guys, this is a huge deal. You know, it's really hard, especially in society today, to tap into your feminine energy. It's hard to have the space to create that space or to even create because, you know, society is so work centric, and working, anytime you're working, you're in your masculine energy. You're trying to get things done. You're being very logical, analytical, you know, you're just moving in a way where it's like you have to kind of accomplish a certain set of things. So I'm proud that you guys have found, and we literally got masculine energy that came out. So you guys are actually moving forward in balance. Wow. That is really super cool. But yeah, tapping into this energy. So like I was saying in the beginning, you guys are tapping into your feminine energy though. So you're allowing yourself to be more creative, get more in tune with what you're feeling, be more intuitive, go with what it is that you feel. Versus being super logical about everything. Like, not everything has to have a direct logical answer. You're allowing yourself to be led by intuition and like the higher power as well. So that's super cool. We have unlimited possibilities in masculine energy, and then we have slow but steady and ascension. So I feel like this was a long time coming for you guys. Like, I feel like it took a lot for you guys to get here in this space where you trusted yourself enough to tap into your feminine energy. Because like I said, like, society is so work centric, especially in the United States, where it's like you got to work to pay these bills, and the only time you get to tap into your feminine energy, you really don't, because you're probably on vacation off the sauce. So you're not like even, you know, taking the time to really slow down and tap into it. I feel like you guys have come to a place where you realize that you have to. You can't just be in your masculine energy. I feel like you guys have realized, I have to be more patient with myself. I have to be more kind. I have to be more loving with myself. I have to connect to my intuition because things aren't making sense or things are not going the way that I need them to go. So it's like you're like, okay, I can't fight this process anymore. I have to lean into this to this feminine energy. But not even that, because we also had masculine energy. So like I said, you guys are moving forward in balance. We also have ascension. So I feel like typically ascensions come through like bad relationships. Like, I don't know why, but that's just what it takes for us humans to get it. We have to see it through another person, see something reflected through another person to learn the lesson. I feel like you guys are having an ascension either because you just went through a breakup, a situation didn't end well, a work situation, whatever, but it's like you guys are ascending and you understand people more. So you're unlocking unlimited possibilities for yourself because you're being more open to the truth. You're tapping into truth. You're not seeing things one-sided. You're not seeing things in a way where it's like, and I also see you guys taking care of yourselves a lot better. Like, whereas before you may have allowed people to kind of just offer you whatever and you tried to kind of work with it, I feel like you guys are really saying, okay, you know what, I need to give myself a big warm hug. I need to nurture myself. I need to give myself the time to feel pretty on the inside and the out. And it's like being a lot more patient with yourself, because I'm tapping into an energy of a group of you guys who kind of badger yourself. You've been badgering yourself. Ooh, Judgment. I actually really like that in this spread. Yeah, you're not resisting anymore. You're working with the universe, and you don't know where it's going to go, and it's uncomfortable, but at the same time, you're not anxious. Like, I feel like the anxiety around the situation has really been relieved at this point. Any other messages for group 1? Yeah, you've been through it all. You've been through it all. We have the Chariot in reverse. This is definitely an energy of slowing down and honoring yourself. Getting into a state of balance. Allowing yourself to say, okay, I know that I want these qualities reflected in a person, but I also have to reflect that energy to myself. Like, if I want a kind, loving person who takes care of me, I have to be a kind, loving person who takes care of me, and I give myself the time to do things that I like to do, things that don't benefit another person. Just channeling into your feminine energy. What is it that you like to do? What is it that you want? You guys are really giving yourself the space to tap into that. Temperance, energy of, like I said, coming together. That's that masculine and feminine energy, finding the balance so that you can move forward. We have Judgment and 3 of Pentacles. So the universe is like, now that you're finally working with me, it's up. And if it's up, then it's stuck. Because this ascension has brought you guys in a place where you can finally have abundance and love due to this whole process. And this is like even bigger than romance. This is like I said, it feels like it's been a long time coming. Like, you guys are really breaking some habits that you had. Habits of not taking care of yourself, or of choosing people that didn't reflect what you needed. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse. I can tell you this. You guys have been through a lot. You've learned a lot, and you're not going for the okie doke. So anyone who does come into your space, who does want something with you, they're really going to have to be a reflection of you. Because after you guys go through this, there's just not going to be any room for anyone to play with you anymore. Like, it just won't be able to happen. We have the 9 of Wands in reverse, the Page of Wands in reverse, and the 9 of Swords. So this is an energy of coming full circle. But I feel like you guys have been through a lot of lessons, and it feels kind of immediate, like you guys started to learn different lessons when you were young. You took on a lot of karma at an early age, especially in terms of romance. So these next 2 weeks for you guys are going to be about tapping into your masculine and feminine energy, nurturing yourself, being at one with the universe, actually working with the universe, unlocking partners that are a reflection of you, and feeding that energy that you wish to be reflected in other people, also to yourself. Oh, wow. We have Celebrate Your Wins, Cozy Up with Risk, and The Good Kind. So these are the good kind of risks. This is an energy of you guys opening back up again like a flower. This is an energy of you guys opening back up again, but for the right people. And I feel like you've been off the market for a while, and I feel like you chose to be off the market for a while because people just didn't know how to handle you, or you were just getting karma after karmic after karmic situation. You were like, I can't do this no more. So now you guys are being called to celebrate the fact that you've been through so much, because honestly, I don't feel like you guys have too much more. We're always learning, growing, and learning lessons, but I don't feel any of those big, heavy, I feel like the worst of it is over for you guys. So that's something to be excited about. And then we have Rise and You Are Epic. So now you're definitely being called to open yourself up again. And we have the You Are Epic because the universe is telling you, listen, you've been through some stuff and you are ready. Don't feel like you're not. Don't convince yourself you have all this other stuff to do. No, you are ready. It's time to rise back up again. And you are an amazing person just the way you are. And someone is going to match that energy. But you have to make sure you reflect that energy that you want to you. And that's it, you guys. You guys are doing great. Check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own private tarot reading. They're only through Etsy for your protection. Be aware of fake accounts DMing you, asking you if you want to read. That is not me. My Only Insta is directly below. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon as well. I post my personal spells, collective spreads, and so much more on there. And that was your spread. I'll talk to you later.
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 2 with the purplish brownstone. Let's get right into it. What is going on in love for you guys over the next 2 weeks? So the first card we have that was under your stone is teaching. Here we go. Let's see what this is about. Teaching. So either you're teaching someone a lesson or someone is learning something through you. Maybe something is being played out. A truth is being revealed to you. We'll see how this applies. But some sort of teaching is going down. I think you guys are teaching someone a lesson, to be honest. We have the self-love card that I'm pretty sure that's the one that tried to pop out, and then reunion of souls came out right with it. So I'm getting 2 different messages. For some of you, someone is coming back and you're saying, okay, I learned this lesson. I'm going to live out this lesson now. Basically saying like, okay, I've learned that I need to do this so people can't do this that would potentially hurt me. Like I see you guys coming full circle, fully learning a lesson, and then someone's coming back because it's like you don't know what you've got till it's gone, or they've grown and they've expanded and they're finally ready now. And you're like, you could be ready, but at the end of the day, pow, 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 pow. Like you're laying out all of your cards and you're saying this and this and this is what I require. Good communication. I need commitment. I need, kindness. I need patience. Like you're telling this person coming back right up front everything that you need. Whereas before, maybe you didn't say anything and they ran over you. They took advantage of the situation, whatever. But you're not playing with them. Your self-love is on 100. Now, for some of you, this isn't a complete reunion of souls. Like I said, that card really kind of came out with the self-love card. For some of you, this is more you being like, oh, nope, it's time to activate that self-love because somebody is playing with me and I'm not going for it. I ain't going. We have masculine energy. Yeah, y'all are like, play with me if you want to. It's not even like that. It's not even aggressive. It's more... The energy is more just being very matter of fact. Like, and that's the thing about masculine energy. It's not super aggressive. True masculine energy is just very logical, very matter of fact, very organized. This is what it is. Take it or leave it. And that's where I see you guys. You're just like, this is what it is. We have a new day, burden, and masculine energy. So I feel like this was a situation that kind of got away from you. And the universe is really doing you a solid by giving you this opportunity, because this is an opportunity. We don't always have the ability to say what we wish we would have said when something goes down. And I see you guys getting that opportunity. We have the burden card. This is like an energy of something kind of really weighing on you, really being a burden for you. You wish you would have said this when you had the chance. And now you're getting another chance to tell someone how whatever they did made you feel, or how you really feel about something. This can also be a message from the universe. I'm hearing lucid dreaming. That's weird. I would think this would apply more to like astral travel. But I'm getting a message of someone who, they started to lucid dream or they started to astral travel and they asked for the wrong thing. They asked to do the wrong thing and the universe took them immediately out of it. So now you guys are kind of stuck. I don't even feel like this is, well, it may be a romance message. Like, I see some of you guys getting an opportunity to have some kind of like groundbreaking revelation through your dreams. And as soon as you realized you were lucid, you were like, take me to my bay. Like, because you wanted to see them. And the universe is like, you're not ready. That's a very specific message. That was straight channeled. But getting back to the message of the read, that was for like one person who really needed it. We have this burden card. So this is like an energy of you being burdened by all the things that you wish you would have said or how you wished you would have handled the situation with this person, and you're being given an opportunity. We have new day. You're being given an opportunity to, you know, talk to them again, get things figured out, and basically say what you wish you would have said at that time. And then we already talked about reunion of souls and self-love. So this is a new day. This is a new opportunity to make things right. To show that you've learned the lesson as well. We have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. But we have the Three of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands lets me know this is definitely an opportunity for cycle completion, but there's a lot of fire energy around this conversation, so you guys could easily get sidetracked. What I'll say is don't be sidetracked, you know, as best as you can, because you're going to, like, this person may bring up something totally irrelevant, and you're going to have to, you know, it's not going to be super easy. It's not going to be like a situation where you can just let off on this person. It's going to be kind of hard for you to stay on track because they may bring up something totally unrelated to get you distracted. And then it's kind of like how you go through your person's phone, right? You go through your partner's phone, you see some BS, you call them out on the BS, and they flip it on you like, okay, but why did you go to my phone? Like, why did you invade my privacy? And then next thing you know, we're not even talking about what we found in the phone. We're talking about, like, it's on me, you know? I see someone kind of flipping the script on you, so just be aware of that. And remember to stay focused and have your intention set. Because with the Three of Swords, this is a very emotional situation. That Seven of Cups is an energy of this being honestly able to go whatever kind of way. Like, it is going to be a challenge. It's still going to be a challenge to have this conversation. It's a challenge to, you know, accept responsibility. So your person, even though they're coming back, I just feel like depending on how you handle the situation, because it's something you're very passionate about, something you've thought about for days, weeks, months, like what you wish you would have did before they blocked you or before they weren't willing to talk about things anymore, has you in a space where you just want to get every last thing out. So what I would actually do is I would journal before you even get this opportunity. This is a very specific pile, so you know who I'm talking about. This group knows who I'm talking about. If you don't, this may not be the group for you. Like I said, you can always choose multiple piles. But tapping into this energy, we have the Two of Cups and the Hierophant in reverse. Tapping into this energy, you guys have the potential to grow. You have the potential to be in a relationship again. We all have free will, so you can decide not to be with someone again, especially if they've really hurt you and you just don't want to deal with them anymore. But this is an opportunity to at least make amends, an opportunity to address what happened and get off your chest what you wanted to say. But that doesn't mean that you can just go off on this person and they're going to listen to it, because at the end of the day, you're going to get like one sentence out. And if you're screaming, this person's going to walk away from you and you're still going to sit probably for eternity at that point, because they're really going to be like, oh no, they're crazy. Like, they're going to be able to say you're crazy and somehow it's going to end up being your fault, you know? Don't give them that opportunity to flip it on you. And so you end up carrying that burden forever. We have the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Man. We have a lot of fire sign, a lot of air sign energy, and it's just like stroking the fire. You know how like a fire starts and like if it's really bad winds, it spreads? Like, there's a lot of agitance in this situation. Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of hard to get through, but you're just going to have to go in with a plan. So decide what you're going to say now before you get this opportunity, because over the next couple of weeks, you have the opportunity to either make amends or either, you know, put something completely to bed. But you can only do either of those if you hold your temperance and you keep your wits about you, regardless of them trying to get sidetracked. Keep it on track. Keep it on track. Whenever they try to say something and they try to go low or bring up something that's completely unrelated, like, steer it. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about that right now. We have the Four of Swords in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Sun in reverse. So to be honest, this situation, this person doesn't even seem like they're ready. I ain't even gonna hold you. This is not reflecting as a person who's ready. But what I will say, conversations like this can have a domino effect, and a lot of people, especially if they're really prideful, don't want to show you that they understand what you're saying to your face. So allow this person to process and come back to you once they've processed and once they're ready to take accountability and responsibility. But at least get out what you need to say so that they get the freaking picture, so that they get the point and they know that you're not playing, and they know that you're in a really good, emotionally balanced state. And you're not going for, you know, whatever may have triggered you in the past. Like, you're going to have a conversation and it's going to go in a very organized kind of way. It's going to be very matter of fact, and that's it. And that was your message, you guys. Check me out on Etsy in the description below. That's the only place where I do private readings through. Be aware of fake Instagram accounts. I'll never DM you asking you if you need a read or anything like that. My only Insta is directly below. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon as well. I post my personal spells, collective spreads, and so much more on there. And that was your pile. I'll talk to you later.
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 3 with the redstone. Let's get right into it. What is going on in love for you guys over the next 2 weeks? So the first card we have that was under your stone is truth. The truth will be revealed. Okay, let's tap into it. Let's see what's going on. Truth. You're coming into some sort of truth. So let's see. Okay. Ooh. Okay. You guys have been hanging on to something. You've been hanging on to something that's been upsetting you for a little while. And you've been doing a lot of reflecting. We have anger, discernment, and past, present, and future. So I'm getting a message of, first of all, you guys are loving yourself through the decisions that you've made, and you're accepting that everyone has a journey that they have to go through, and the things that you've been through were a part of yours. We have the anger card. I feel like a lot of you guys have been angry at yourself. A lot of you guys have been looking at yourself as if there's something wrong with you, or that you've really done something wrong. And that's not the case. It's more of a thing where it's like you guys have hung on to situations that were ever only supposed to be lessons. Someone in your life betrayed you. Someone in your life, you know, they weren't honest with you, or they didn't give you the time and energy and attention that you needed. Like they fumbled the relationship with you. They didn't see your worth. And I feel like you guys have held on to a lot of anger with that. So you're doing reflecting on what you want to do in the future. But the person that you're manifesting for the future is really kind of, either you're trying to manifest someone who's just a being of only love, kindness, and, you know, someone who really kind of babies you, like, you know, someone who's just going to bend over absolutely backwards for you, has no sense of balance or backbone to themselves. Or you're manifesting someone who is just like, I just want someone financially abundant, someone who I can get along with, period, universe, bring them through. And it's like, that's not really coming full circle, because the person that you're manifesting is not someone you're truly going to be happy with. You're manifesting the future from a space of the past, like from what you've learned from the past. And also, I feel like you guys have been really criticizing yourself and like your ability to choose the correct partner. With that discernment card, that's like an energy of feeling like you ignored the red flags, and like really being hard on yourself for, like I said, things that you would have had to go through, period. We have teaching, it's all good, and honoring your energy. So I feel like you guys are coming full circle in a lesson, and it's a really hard lesson to learn because it means that you have to love yourself through it, and some of you guys are just really struggling with that. It's so much easier to love someone and help someone else with their problems and nurture someone else than it is to love yourself. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I'm like, is it conditioning? What is it? Like, because I understand. But I also see you kind of making amends with someone that you've really been angry at. And it's because you're realizing this is not a reflection of me. First of all, if it wasn't them, it would have been someone else to teach me this lesson, because regardless, I had to learn this lesson anyways. If it wasn't from them, it would have been the next person. And for 2, some of you guys are just realizing the things that they did were not a reflection of me. I allowed them to do them because I was in love with them, but the actions that they took were not because of something I did. Not to be dramatic, but like for an example, they didn't cheat on me because I didn't show them enough attention. They cheated on me because of their need for an overabundance of attention, maybe because they didn't have attention, you know, from a past relationship with them. Like, you guys are, you're stopping, like you're discontinuing looking at everything as your fault is basically what this sums up to. And we have the it's all good card. So you're truly releasing like that emotional trauma. And then we have honoring your energy. So you're loving yourself through it, allowing yourself to be loved as well. So now you're manifesting a partner that's genuinely someone who loves you and cares about you, not just someone who, you know, will pay the bills and provide you a sense of stability, and at the end of the day you can just, you know, live on in la la land in your own world, and they're just kind of like a little accent piece to your life. Like, no, you're getting the full picture that you always kind of wanted. You're not releasing that idea as if it's impossible and it can never happen. It was a long time coming. Yeah, we got the Page of Swords and the Hierophant. A lot of times it was really dark to get to this place of emotional stability. It took a lot out of you guys to get to the space of truly understanding why certain things happen, truly placing blame where it needs to be. And it's not even about placing blame. It's just like putting the responsibility where it belongs. Not taking on stuff just so you can wallow more in your self-pity. Like, I used to do this all the time. Like, when I used to be sad, I used to listen to even more sad songs that would make me just fall apart. And it's like, Miss Mamas, like, you're doing the most right now. Like, you're already sad. Like, and a lot of people do that, but that is not good. Like, when you're sad, you don't want to put yourself further into the low vibration. And I feel like you guys were doing that. Like, you were taking on all of this, you know, responsibility and all this hurt, all this pain, almost in a martyr kind of way. Like, so you could say, okay, you know what, you're right. Like, it's all my fault. It's all me, and I'm just horrible. And you're like waking up and you're like, okay, I'm honestly tired of being sad. And I can't do it anymore. You're surrendering to the truth of the situation. Like, this has always been the truth. The universe has basically just been waiting for you to see it and come to terms with it. We have the Hanged Man and the Sun. Absolutely beautiful. So you will be rewarded for this surrendering energy, this surrendering to the truth. We have Temperance in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. For a long time, you've ignored the truth of the situation, but you've also ignored the universe and how the universe is trying to put you in better situations. So I see you guys getting out of your own way. For a long time, I do feel like group 3, you guys have really been engaging in a lot of self-sabotage, and now you're saying, you know what, maybe it's that you have an anger issue. I can't go off on everybody. Everybody's not going to take that. Everybody doesn't find that spicy and hot. It's destructive. It's mean. You know, like, you're being really honest with yourself. And it took a long time to get here. And vice versa for other people and the things that they've tried to put onto you. You're saying return to sender. We have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Cups. You're being released. Released from this emotionally traumatizing cycle. You're walking away from it, walking away from the heartbreak, not allowing yourself to be in this space anymore. You don't deserve that. We all go through sadness, we all go through hurt and pain, but no one deserves to literally live in perpetual misery. Nobody. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. I feel like you guys are going to scrap everything of the past and just start totally new, because I don't feel like you want to build on the same path that you've been on. I feel like you're going to take this lesson and then kind of pivot, make a lateral move, and get on a whole new timeline, a whole new path. But you're going to forgive yourself, first of all. Forgive other people, release the anger and resentment, release, you know, sitting and wallowing in your own self-pity because of something that has happened to you, or because of a combination of things that have happened to you. And you're being released from those lower vibrational emotions. You don't have to feel this way anymore, and you're not going to. And I'm happy for you guys, because like I said, this is like one of the hardest processes when it comes to self-work, but it's putting you in alignment with relationships that are a reflection of who you are after all this healing. So you're not going to attract more relationships with people who don't have your best interest at heart, people who are going to waste your time, people who have their own blockages and anger and resentment. You're going to attract to you people who are emotionally balanced, who have done the work to get to the same space that you're in. And that's something to be very proud of, group 3. So that was your message. Check me out on Etsy. That's the only place that you can get a private tarot reading through for your protection. Be aware of fake Instagram accounts. I'll never message you first or anything like that. My Only Insta is linked directly below. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out on Patreon as well. I post my personal spells, collective spreads, and so much more on there. And that's also in the description. And that was your reading. I'll talk to you later.
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.
All right, group 4 with the blue stone, and let's get right into it. The next 2 weeks in love, what is happening for you guys? So the first card that we have that was under your stone is Inner Journey. Here we go. We're gonna get into it, okay? We have Inner Journey. So let's see what this is gonna entail for you guys. Let's see what's going on, okay? Inner Journey. And then we have Ascension that just came out. Coming out on the brighter end, I just heard past, present, and future. You guys are going to be doing a lot of astral as well, a lot of astral traveling, or a lot of lucid dreaming. So get a dream journal. And if you don't dream very much, the universe is trying to communicate with you through your dreams. The universe, your guides, your angels, there's communication that's trying to happen in the dream space. So you may want to get like some mugwort off of Amazon, or you know, melatonin. Of course, I'm not a health professional, so I can't recommend anything, but those are some things you can look up to help you dream if you don't get good sleep. And let's see what we got. We got a lot that actually came out for you guys. Oh wow, we have omens, ancient wisdom, and teaching. There is a lot of communication. Omens that's exactly what I was talking about, like little nuggets being dropped in your sleep. But omens are actually like different animals. Like maybe you're driving and you see an owl, you know, that would be an omen. Omens are basically like little signs, signals. It could be angel numbers. Typically omens come through in more natural ways though, like you going for a walk and finding something, or seeing, you know, a specific animal and then looking up the meaning and getting a message from the universe. There's all sorts of communication happening spiritually for you guys. So I would also recommend listening to crown chakra, third eye chakra opening music as you're sleeping, so you can tap into and really get those messages that the universe is sending you guys. But there's some sort of, you know, inner journey you guys are going on. You're getting omens. What is this? There's something. It feels like a gift. Ancient wisdom. Why would you need that? I'm getting an energy of you guys getting something special. We have teaching, creativity, and ascension. I just get this energy of something being given to you guys, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but tapping into this energy, it is going to be super cool. It's going to be something that you're definitely grateful for. And like I said, I'm very curious, but you're going to get some sort of creative message, or something is going to kind of ignite your creativity. Teaching too. This is a very special message. Honestly, I feel like your ancestors are kind of protecting this message as well. Almost like, I can't know. We have anger, new day, and past, present, and future. So I see everything coming together. I feel like you guys may be breaking some sort of generational curse in terms of love. Like maybe, you know, maybe your family has only dated a certain kind of people, or maybe your family has accepted relationships with people who aren't actually, you know, good for them. Maybe there's some generational healing of love that you guys are going through. Let's see if we can get more info from the tarot, because I want to know what this is. It feels very mystical and magical, and it's like, what is this? Past, present, and future though, it's merging different timelines together. We do have anger and new day, so I feel like maybe you have a very traditionalist type of family where it's like they have these values and you're breaking out of them, you'll be the first one in the bloodline to break out of them. Like maybe you guys have only dated people like in the same religion as you or something like that, and it's like you're breaking that boundary. Oh, wow. We have the Four of Wands in reverse and the Six of Cups, so definitely some generational healing in terms of love. The universe is leading you onto a different path, and it's like you're the first one to do it. Ace of Wands in reverse, you're completely out of control with this, so it's going to be in your best interest, honestly, to just surrender, because this isn't something that I don't feel anyone around you will be able to really give you any sort of advice on, because you're the first one doing this. Some of you guys are kind of scared to go on this new path. Like you don't want to deal with the scrutiny of your family or friends or what other people will think. I almost get an energy of some of you may be coming out, and that's just not something that people have been able to do in your family and your bloodline. Be authentic to who they truly want to be with and what does it for them, who they are. They haven't been able to truly embrace their identity. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups and the Page of Cups, I get this energy of wanting something different than what your family or friends or people who are important to you, or even maybe you just kind of scrutinize yourself morally and you feel like there's something different, a different kind of lifestyle, a different kind of love that you want. And you've been wanting this for a while, and you're finally saying, you know what, I'm going to commit to this. Like, this is the kind of love that speaks to me. This is the kind of love that I'm going to go ahead and get, period. So it could just be an internal battle that you're having with yourself. But with that Eight of Cups in reverse, it's hard for you guys to move away from what you know. And then we have the Page of Cups, so it's just like this energy of just like dreaming. Maybe the universe is going to show you what life will be like through your dream to kind of give you that extra confidence to allow yourself to do this, because that Page of Cups energy is such like an optimistic, young, open energy to whatever kind of happens. But I feel like there's something stopping you for going for what you truly want or who you truly want in love. Like you feel like you don't deserve it, or you feel like it's ridiculous that you would even try to have this sort of dynamic in a relationship. It kind of reminds me about how certain families like want their kids to be like doctors or, you know, nurses versus, have a job in entertainment, or go for what they truly want to do, what they truly feel called, who they truly feel called to be. It kind of gives me that tease where it's like you've been suppressing a part of yourself or some sort of wants. And it's either because you feel like you don't deserve it, or it's maybe generational conditioning. Wherever it kind of stems from, I see you guys breaking that boundary. We have the Fool in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse, so you don't know what you're doing, but there's a hesitancy. And I will say there's a need for you guys to make an official decision as far as what you're going to do. Because at this point, you're just causing yourself to be frustrated by, kind of straddling the fence. Yeah, look at this. We have, what do you really want? What do you really want? Ask and you shall receive. The universe is telling you, I will give you what it is that you want, what it is that you need, what it is that you crave, but you have to admit that this is what you want. Even if it's like, you're breaking a generational curse of poverty mindset, you haven't asked the universe for someone abundant, you've been asking the universe for someone who has enough. This is like truly asking for what you want and what you need, and you do deserve it. And you're breaking that, consciousness, because people have in your family had relationships where it's like both parties work super, super, super hard. They work themselves to the ground. They do a lot of manual labor or whatever, and you want a more luxurious life, but you feel guilty, or you feel like you don't deserve it. You feel guilty for asking. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Thank you for anyone who said bless you, but you feel guilty for even asking for someone who has an overabundance of coin. You feel guilty for wanting a higher level of life, and you're breaking that, period. Over the next 2 weeks, you're blowing the lid off of that belief, and you're being who you truly want to be, who you're meant to be. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. Bliss is worth creating from. So be happy about this. Accept this, you know, this want, this desire about yourself. Don't put yourself down for wanting this, and you're gonna get it. It's an ascension. It's a full, like I said, I don't feel like I got everything. Some of it is a mystery because your ancestors are working really close, and this is, they're protecting this. Because like I said, when breaking generational curses, they're not, your ancestors are not checking for but they're doing a tarot read. They want the tea. Like, no, when it's something as big as breaking a generational curse, they're like, listen, mamas, I don't know what you got going on, but you're gonna have to get out the way. We got real stuff we're handling here. So you'll see it as it unfolds, but that's what I got for you guys. Check me out on Etsy in the description below if you'd like your own tarot reading. You can ask whatever you want for your reading, but be aware of fake Instagram accounts. I don't do payment through Instagram DM. My only Insta is directly below. So be aware of people talking about, do you need a reading? That is not me, ciao. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel and check me out as well on Patreon. I post my personal spells on there, collective spreads, and so much more. And I love you. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah!
Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.